Welcome, Mississippi Survivor here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in to watch me. Today, this video that I'm making for you guys right now, I've tried to make this video 3 different times. And the first time I completely made it and we're going to post it, but for some reason it would not upload it. And I don't know why it wouldn't upload it, but it was irritating to say the least. Like right now, I was supposed to be doing a whole nother other video, but I gotta go back and talk about what I talked about earlier because the video didn't post. Then I made it the second time and it shut off on me while I was making it. Just don't want me to say what I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna make this joker over and over until I get to say whatever it is I need to say. So I hope the sounding is good. Trying to turn that for you guys, make sure I got enough audio going with this. So, people, let's talk. And the name of this video is I'm about to step on some toes. Yep, I'm about to step on some toes in this segment right here. So, before I get to that, I had a fellow YouTuber that I talked to and got some valuable information from him as well. And I was disturbed by the $1.5 billion deal that they're trying to get signed. I have to go back and do a little bit more research and see if did they get it done. I know there's a lot of hoopla about them getting that done, but you do realize by them doing that, they're about to run us clean into a economy crash. A complete reset is what we're gonna have to do because they're study printing money with no backing. And you print money and making money worth less and less and less and less. And what they're trying to get the money for in the first place is stupid. So, okay. Like my fellow YouTuber told me, like he said, they finna push us straight into depression. Like we've never seen it before. History repeats itself, and I believe that history does repeat itself. So I'm not too thrilled about that at all. As if we don't have enough problems already, and they're adding to the problem with more foolishness. Seriously, guys, come on. You're supposed to be leaders. I mean, you're making it worse. And this whole thing with the Democrat against the Republicans, it's just like two schoolhouse kids. It's freaking stupid. It is dumb. It's like, well, I want to do this, and you won't let me do that. You don't do this, I'm not gonna let you do this. Well, I'm gonna snatch this bill out and take from the people if you do this. A bunch of spoiled kids is all it is. A bunch of spoiled children, and it's pathetic. It's sad, and that's who we got running our country. When we so bent up on Democrat and Republic, I can care less about either side of it. Democrat or Republic. I ain't now one. I'm just the people. That's the side I'm on, the people. So let's get into a little bit of meat and potatoes here. And let's step on some toes. I've been steady saying just prepare, and some people act just as clueless. It's never ever never never land so clueless. They don't know they don't know what's going on. Like this is the first time they ever heard of anything, or the first time they heard of prepping or heard of what's going on. Some don't care. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I talked to a guy tonight, and he was telling me, "Man, I'm just gonna get messed up, go home and play my game, and all night." Are you kidding me? There's so much other stuff that I can be doing and learning. You think I'm gonna sit up and play a game all night? No, that's not gonna happen. I got plenty of gaming systems. You know how many of them I play? Zero. So I guess I ain't got no gaming system then, because I don't play it. There's more important things to be doing in life instead of wasting your whole life away playing a stupid game. Nothing wrong with playing the game, but when you become obsessed, why have I let this? I forget about this phone every time in the video, and it gets me every time. One thing they can't say is this joker don't work. That would be a total lie, because this seems to be working mighty fine. That's funny. I thought I had turned it down. I guess not. Anyway, let's get back to this. I went over this and people are acting clueless about this whole situation. And my thing is, I just want to know, when are you going to wake up? You going to wake up when it come to your front door? That's a little bit too late to wake up. Hmm. Right now, it's really bad to be like, hey, I'm trying to wake up and to get started, because you already late. You already late. Pull this in. I can't stand that dimming. I like the lighting to be good. I ain't exactly bright, so I'm trying to make sure you can see. Uh, and the people are acting so clueless when it comes to this, as if they just, oh my goodness, really? You think we're going to crash? You think it's going to have a coming crash? Well, why did you say that? Really? Why would you ask me a dumb question like that? What do you mean? Why do I think that? Are you living in the same United States that I'm in? Are you living wherever you live in? Are you in the same world that I'm in? Maybe you are in a part of the world that none of this is happening. Maybe I should get a boarding pass and move down to where you are. Just wonder. That's the only way you can be that clueless about what's going on. So let's talk about my pet peeves and what's irking my last nerves. Why is it that we buy TVs every year? Every time we get some money, we go get a TV. Now, what were you doing the whole year before you got your income taxes? What was you watching that you had to go get a TV? I'm lost. Is If you need a TV at your house, that's understandable. If your TV is broke and you need a TV, that's understandable. If your kids keep breaking your TV every year, they need a whipping because you wasting money. TV's $500-600. You can take that $600 and start off a wonderful prep. Food, flashlights, first aid kits, water, filtration. But we stick it all into a TV. they doing TVs like they are doing cell phones. Okay, now we got a tube TV. Now the TV's a flat screen TV. Now the TV's smart. Now the TV got a curve in it. Now the TV bigger. Now it's bigger with an 85 inch. You know they're gonna be coming out with 100 inch soon. They're just gonna have cameras on both sides. But they're gonna put a camera on it this year in the front. They're gonna wait the next year and charge you another $1,000 to put the camera on the back. Same thing they do with the phones. I seen somebody the other day with a phone that had 3 cameras on the back, and they don't use but one. What was the point? Really? Yeah, man, we got the new such and such 13. So I got the company calling me right now every day, about 3 to 4 times a day, trying to get me to order this new phone. I got phones, 2 or 3 of them. What I need that for? My phones work just fine. The pictures are just fine. The storage is just fine. If I need some, I add some storage. They're good. Ain't nobody gonna see the phone but you. Unless you buy an extravagant glitter case so everybody can see it, which then you can't set it down because somebody gonna snatch it. Back to these TVs. I seen a guy today, instead of getting water and different stuff you may need, this guy had to bring a trailer because the TV was so big, it was too big to fit in the van that he had. He had to bring a trailer and put it on. 2 weeks before that, it was raining. And a guy couldn't, the TVs wouldn't fit in his truck. I said, yeah, man. I said, I'll drop the TVs off for you for about $35. No, this man put the TVs on the back of his truck in the rain. It was that serious for him to get them home. You're too cheap to pay, but it was that serious that he get those to the house. It's funny. Why is it that we buy TVs on Black Friday? And I was just talking to somebody last night about this. Fellow YouTuber talked about this last night. I ain't disclosing no names. I'm just gonna leave that at that. That person knows exactly what I'm talking about. But why is it they buy TVs on freaking tax time, Christmas time, Black Friday time, a birthday time, Halloween time, Easter? I mean, ain't that much TV getting in the world. All them TVs. And then the next year, you buy another one. What you do with the other 6 throughout all the other holidays you were buying? What happened? Priorities are, with some people, priorities are completely screwed up. Their priorities are so backwards. And then this is the point where I'm like, well, I apologize if I offend anybody, but this is called Mississippi Survivor Channel, and this is a channel where you come to get help and also get the truth. So if you came here, evidently, you came because I'm telling you the truth and I'm being honest. So that I won't stop. I can't apologize for that. Just being honest. That's money wasted that can be used in a more better area. I would hate like we go by out there the next tomorrow and buy 85 inch, and then the war or this thing that's going on hits you at the front door. Is at your front door tomorrow. You're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what you do. You go get you some Wonder Bread and some mustard and mayo and some pickle and an onion and a touch of bell pepper and put that TV in between it and start eating that TV. Have you a nice TV sandwich. Because it's selfish to me because what happened is if something go down for real, something go down, you done bought a TV. Now you finna watch your family star because you chose this TV. And guess what? It ain't gonna be nothing on that TV. There ain't gonna be no stations because all that mess, they gonna cut all that mess off. Ain't gonna be nothing to watch. This is a digital age. It's not like it was when analog where you still can pick stuff up. It's digital. You want analog? I mean, even when you do antenna, that's still digital. Ain't no analog channels no more. It's over. They gone. Digital either in or it's off. It's that simple. Ain't no in between. Analog, you remember you used to watch HBO a long time ago, and you had the analog TV and the antenna, and that would be frizzy, but you still can see and you watch it anyway. You know you ain't paid for it, but you still try to watch that joker. That's what I'm talking about. So digital is not like that. Analog can hang off the cliff instead of try to give you a little something, something. Digital is either I'm in the room with you or I'm not. It's gone just like that. It's over with. Then you'll go out. Yeah, man, they got 172 channels. Dude, let me help you. The 172 channels, I guarantee you 100 of them are the same exact channels. You don't believe me? You'll have C-SPAN and a regular channel. You'll have C-SPAN and HD. You'll have C-SPAN and HHD. Then whatever the other one that comes after that, you'll have C-SPAN and all of them. So now you got 5 of the same C-SPAN channels. 5. Imagine the rest of the channels. Same thing. Ain't no different. So my thing is the priority level for people, for a lot of people, is just not what it should be. Their mind is not right, and I just some comments I've read was I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? I didn't even respond to it because it just didn't make no sense to me. It was like, well, you start out, you know, since somebody start off a sentence like that, like it's making sense, and then they go turn for the worse. Yeah, that's the kind of comment I'm talking about. Started off like it was gonna be wonderful, and then just found out it was like, what in the devil are they talking about? I don't agree with that. So I'm gonna be doing another segment, and the segment I'm gonna make sure I have all most some of the things that I use when if I'm having a power outage or anything of of that nature. I'm gonna make sure I have those things so you can see them because a lot of people, it's like over 5,000 people in there, so a lot of people haven't seen that videos that's back there. I know they haven't seen it because the views ain't nowhere close to what some of the other ones are. So I'm gonna have to bring some of this stuff back. Sometimes, I mean, when you're trying to help people, you gotta repeat a lot of things again so they can catch on to whatever it is that you're saying or catch on with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Saying that some people miss things and some people just a little late. Now, I can't really imagine doing a doing a live. I mean, I could do a live, but pre-recording is pretty good for me, and the reason for that is because I can record and I ain't getting comments while I'm recording from regular people. Cool, but when folks go to talking crazy, and then I gotta go through and delete you or kick you out the room while I'm trying to talk to people that really want to be helped, that makes it difficult for me. That's a lot more work when I'm instead of trying to fight with the people that's acting up versus the people that need the actual help. And that makes it harder for those people to get the help they need because you got to deal with that. Then I've been lost my. When you're dealing with a lot of foolishness, you lose your train of thought sometimes and what you're talking about. Then because you get tied up and dwell on something stupid that that person said that just don't make no sense. You know what I mean? And I see in some of the people that are in higher up areas, higher up, I can understand, man. They got to be going through it. They got to have all types of moderators deleting and man, I just know it's a hard road. I can imagine that for sure. Like I told y'all before on the bucket game, when it comes to planting Mississippi Girl Life, and check her out. She's awesome with that. I mean, her and her husband, they're a great team. They work well together. Um, I'm proud of them. They pumping out videos left and right. They doing their thing, you know. So I'm definitely proud of them. Shout out to y'all. Much love. Keep up the good work. Um, Now, last time I talked to you guys about the different types of vegetables and things that you can grow indoors and outdoors. And believe me, when I tell you about this stuff, I ain't just talking about it. I'm actually doing it seriously. So, I mean, if I didn't have all this mess hooked up to this phone, I'd probably just go show you some of the stuff that I am growing inside the house. Got a lot of stuff, man. Well, I got my peppermint, my aloe vera. Aloe vera good for your skin. Also, you can get the stuff on the inside of it and make drinks out of it. Stuff is good for you. You know, peppermint, spearmint is good for your stomach. Make good tea out of it. You got your green onions. Onions is good for a lot of stuff too. A lot of people don't like eating because it make your breath stink. I don't care. I eat them because I know they're good for you. Garlic, good for you. Beets, good for you. If you haven't never ate a beet before, not a beet. Not beets are good for you, but that's not the one I was talking about. Radish. If you never ate a radish before, when you eat a radish, it makes you can feel it like it's hot in your chest, or you can feel the heat from the radish, and it's cleaning you out. Is what it's doing. So I've been watching what I eat. I've been just eating baked chicken or rotisserie chicken, or I go to the grocery store like I wanted a snack, and I'm like, man, that's when you get yourself in trouble. When you're hungry and you ain't got nothing to eat, then you go get something stupid to eat. So I grabbed a $1.36 celery off the shelf, the whole stock, a whole bundle. I ate the whole thing. I just walked. I mean, I paid for it, and I just walked through the store and just ate the whole thing. And you can feel it. You can feel that thing working. I mean, you just started to feel better. I'm like, wow. And the benefits with celery is amazing. You really need to check that out. Google that, the benefits of celery, radish, beets, cilantro. Check out those benefits for those different types of things, and you'll see that they are very good for your peppermint as well. You can do Google that stuff and see. We have an open library, a free college. There's a lot of people going to college, and that's good. I commend you, but I don't see the point of going to college when you got a free University of YouTube. You getting taught for free without paying a dime. I mean, so why I'm gonna go to college for? Not me. I mean, everything I know, most of the stuff I know, I'm self-taught. I learned it on my own, from the solar game on down. I learned it myself. I'm gonna be doing a lot more showing, kind of showing you guys some things. I am talking to you, and I'm hoping that you're grasping what I'm telling you. But I'm gonna start to show you guys a lot of different things that you need to know, and to kind of help you get a feel for the solar game and what you want to get. But again, whatever you get, it's gonna be pretty much based off you and what's good for your family. I mean, I can't tell you what to get. I mean, that's gonna be based off you and your family and the needs of your family is how that's gonna rock. I can't. I can give you some advice on certain things, but you know what your family needs. And referencing to that, you can actually, for some people that don't know, you can call and find out what your peak hours are at your electric company. Find out what your peak hours are and your off hours. Some states have free time where the electricity is completely free, and that's when I'll be washing clothes when it's free. Dryer, all the stuff that runs heat and element that pulls a lot of energy. I'll be doing that on the off peak times. That's the best time to do that. Now here where we are, uh, I think the time starts kicking in at about 8, 9 o'clock at night, somewhere around in there, and from there all the way to 5 or 6 in the morning is off peak. So that means it's slow and the electricity get a whole lot cheaper. But some states you get the energy completely free at that time on off peak. We don't, but some people do. Just so that's something you need to keep under your belt. You can call your local electric company and find out about that, and I'm pretty sure they will give you the information. When I called and asked about the lady act, she was shocked. She said, "You're the first one I ever called." She said, "Are you with the electric company?" I said, "No," because of the questions that I asked her. A lot of people don't try to find that type of thing out when they need to, but they still don't try to find it out. So let's get back to this. People, stop buying TVs right now. Stop it. Stop it and start getting some of the things that you need, essentials. I mean, I know you don't want to be stinking. Go on out there and buy you a supply of soap. How hard is it? Listen, if you don't want to build cabinets and shelves in your room, go. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Long day, long day. Uh, go to Walmart and just buy the plastic shelves in the box that's already pre-done. All you gotta do is mm, mm, top, boom, you done. Do that 4 times, you got your whole rack. Do it around the whole room. Rack the whole room off. Make a pantry room out of it. Sorry, guys. And again, with your store bought vegetables, of course you can go replant those vegetables. I mean, scallions, regular onions, potatoes. I mean, just let them sit in your kitchen for long enough. They'll start sprouting on their own. And once they do that, then go and get your soil together, drop them in the soil, and let them go. I mean, I know y'all wait for me to say something extravagant, but there's nothing extravagant to say because it's not hard. You fertilize and get your dirts ready, and I mean, and put your stuff in and let it grow. Leave it alone. Leave it alone and let it do what it do. You did your part. You put it down. Now, I never had microgreens before, but I've heard a lot about it. Again, it's like miniature greens. It grows really, really fast, like scallion onions does. Within a week time, the bean snaps in the jar, to be putting them in the jar, they grow real fast too. So that's something you might want to consider as well. Now, I'm telling you, I'm not saying to go bug out and go somewhere unless you have to. Your life is threatened. Man, get your bag and get the devil out of there. Get out of there. Because 9 times out of 10, if they come for you, it's gonna be a lot of them. It ain't gonna be one, and you ain't gonna be able to hold that many off. You ain't got that many bullets. You better be one heck of a shot if you do to get rid of that minute. I'm just saying. So get your bag, get the essentials you need. You know what? I said I wasn't gonna show anything, but you know what? I lied. I just can't go through this video and not show you anything. I can't do it. So people, I'm gonna move around a little bit. I'm gonna shake it up a bit. I'm gonna show you some of my Walmart hauls that I've been getting. Show you some of the stuff that I pulled off of it. I put a lot of stuff on. I put some stuff from my regular everyday living for my home, and then stuff that I like survival stuff that I would use in that situation. And I think they're awesome. So yeah, just bear with me for a minute, and I'll get what we need and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Like for instance, like this. This is one of the things I picked up there. This right here, it has a Bluetooth speaker in the top, built into the top of it, and it's also a lantern. And I tell you, I'm a clearance champion. If it's in the clearance, I'm gonna go find it. So like this thing was originally $40 something, and I got it for 13. So I bought several of them. So to show you what I'm talking about on this, see, you got your light there, letter setting, 1, 2. See, see how many times that thing dims down. And what I like about it is rechargeable batteries inside of it. That's another thing I like about it. Trying to get some focus. Okay, then my lighting come back. It's messed with the lighting on my phone. Yeah, but it $13 in the clearance section, and it brightens up to several different levels of brightness, and with the Bluetooth speaker. And I thought it was good to have, man. In a situation, man, lights go out. You don't have to burn it on full capacity. You don't want to. You got to go to the bathroom, whatever, man. Just put it in there, turn it on low, do your thing, cut it off. And I love about it is rechargeable instead of having a set of batteries that you got to put in it. So all you got to do is get it charged up. Even if you had to. And the reason why I got more than one is because if this one goes down, I can have it charging and I can go use the other one. Think outside the box, people. So that's one of the things that I picked up there. So and put that down. I also picked up my hold on. Yeah, I'm moving around. I'm moving around. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm moving around. Moving around. Now I know you can't eat this, but I had a fellow gardener that gave me this, and this is your it's your lemongrass. I like it because I mean the bugs and the insects and stuff they hate it, so I love it. And the thing that keep them back. A lot of times, like if you want to take, if you want you trying to keep bugs off something, like I wouldn't put peppermint in there with it because peppermint is crazy. Peppermint will take over your whole entire garden. It'll spread like nobody's business. So this year I don't think this is as bad, but you can add different stuff like this in there with it, mix in with your stuff. So I mean, it's all up against it. Then 9 times out of 10, the bugs will kind of stay back up off of it. And I wouldn't put no chemicals in there, nothing like that. I mean, I mix up like a little dish liquid, or mix up some lemon juice, anything that's citrus that they don't like. Then I kind of spray that around a little bit by the plants around the perimeter of the plants or whatever. I do it like that. But pick this up from her as well. Some of my hauls, y'all just bear me for a minute. Yeah, I picked this up. This is the miniature version of the dehydrator, smaller version. Instead of using the big dehydrator, if I don't want to pull that out, if I'm getting a small application of things, I use the little one, and it works real well. I got basil in there now. What I was gonna do is dehydrate this basil and make me some basil seasoning. For the people that don't know how to make seasoning, I know what I'm talking about. You take this dehydrator. There's other ways of doing it, but I'd rather just use a dehydrator. Trying to make my lighting straighten out. Yeah, there we go. I take this right here. I put my basil in, whatever you're trying to turn into a seasoning, whatever herb. You dry it down. You crush it up real fine. Put it in a bottle. Save you some of your old bottles you already had with seasoning in it. Wash them, clean them out, dry them, make sure they're dry. And then you take your basil, drop it in after you crushed it up. And then you got you some basil seasoning. Same thing with onions. You can dehydrate them, do the same thing. Make you some onion season, onion powder, depending on how fine you crush it up. But the people that don't know that, that's something good for you guys to know and to do. Jump on the prepping game, get to work. It's time to work, people. It's time to stop playing games, and it's time to start working. Get it done. Get it done. Hold yeah, right on the back. Picking up the game, people. Stand on top of the game. I picked this up. I'm gonna try to show you what I can on this, because it's kind of big and bulky. This one with all the sides on it. Got all your sides. Same thing on this side. You got your two eyes. And I can actually put a full size skillet on there and a pot on the other side. And I don't have a stove. This is my stove. So what I did was I bought two of these, and they were it was $15 a piece. So I have another one brand new in the box. And I picked up a cooktop for a little bit of nothing. So I'm gonna take that cooktop and I'm gonna get a cabinet, and I'm gonna drop the cooktop down in the cabinet, and then I'll let that cooktop be my stove, and I can use this when I go different places. If I want to cook something, I can pull it out, cook me some chicken or whatever I want to cook. I go like that. But what I would like to have is the Bourgeois V or something similar to it. That the refrigerator of it, something that's similar to the Bourgeois V or the Bourgeois V. But the Bourgeois V is kind of pricey, or something similar to it that does just as good of a job, where I can keep it in my van and have food and snacks and stuff for my little girl and for myself. Um, that's something I really want to look into and invest into and doing, because it'll be good to have. It's always good to be able to say, hey, I'm hungry. Okay, baby, I'm finna pull over right now at the park, and I'm finna get ready to cook you something right here, and you can eat right now. So this is a good investment. It's a very good stove. It's not a cheap, light plastic feel. This is solid iron. It's got a nice weight to it, and it works really well. I've been using it for a long time. And I would recommend this to anybody to try to get you one and just keep that joke in the car. Throw it up on their seat. You know what I mean? Because I know how many times you guys and partner been somewhere and just completely just freaking tired or just hungry. I mean hungry. I mean your stomach touching your back and your toes, and you just ain't got nothing to eat. And the first thing you want to do is go to the restaurant and spend a bunch of money or waste a bunch of money getting something that's gonna finish killing you. So I mean, really, it's crazy. So let me put this back. One cell looking for, looking for the people. Wish they would. Next, people, if you don't have one, get you one. Vacuum sealer. You need to have it, people. Get you that, some vacuum seal bags, and to save more room in your deep freezer and your freezer, your refrigerator, to save more room, this is what you need to do. Get rid of the boxes and all the stupid cartons and stuff that this stuff comes in. Take it, clean it, whatever you're gonna do to it, prep it. If you're gonna season it and put onions in it before you freeze it, do that. So it comes out already ready how you want it. So when you get ready to bring it out and cook it, you just get to cooking. Everything's already in the bag. Put it under here. Do not overfill it. Because you do, this thing vacuums, I'm telling you. Make sure you let your meat sit and drain all the water off your meat. Because if you don't, when it gets ready to seal, it's going to pull all that water up to the top and it's not going to properly seal. Don't overfill it because it's going to pull juices out. It's not going to properly seal. So make sure you leave some room in the bag at the top so when the vacuum seals that bag, then seals that bag off, it pulls all the air out and seals the bag properly. Double check it. Make sure it's sealed properly because if it's not, then you got a problem. Now, when you think something's gonna last for 2 years, when you get to put it out, it's been frostbitten. And that again is when you need to make sure you check on your food. Go back and check it. I'll seal my things, and then I'll seal it. I'll date it, list it, date it, what it is, so I know what everything is, and I'll put it away that way. So this is a very good investment for anybody to get. You don't have to get the same kind I get. I don't care what kind you get. Just get one. So right now, these are the tanks that I'm using for my stove. For the people that don't know, these are tanks I'm using. If you already know about it, cool. I ain't talking to you. But if you don't know, these are the tanks you use, and this is how the head of that tank look. It has the big mouth on it with the wide threading. Now, if you want, you can go to not Harbor Freight. Um, Tractor Supply, and Tractor Supply makes a connector that you can put on your stove, and it will change the mouth fittings to fit on a regular propane tank. I would not keep that big joker in my house. I would make sure I got enough line to run and drop it outside somewhere and have the stove inside and use the stove inside. So that's my advice for you on that. But these are the tanks that I use. I have a lot of other stuff, but I'm gonna be doing some things in the next video. So what I'm gonna have to do is kind of get these things together because I'm kind of running here and there trying to show you different stuff. So Yes. Oh, these little guys here. As in everybody knows. Now, I ain't got to tell nobody what this is. Nobody. If I do, it's a ridiculous shame. Now, you take this right here. You can go to Harbor Freight and buy anything. They'll give you these for free. There's no excuse to not have lighting in a crunch time. There's no reason or excuse not to have lighting. I think it's ridiculous for anybody to say, I don't have any light. Why? You go to Harbor Freight and buy anything, they gonna give you these. You can get this for free. I mean, a number of different things. All different types of flashlights and things. They give you that stuff for free just for making the purchase. So this is one thing I use, and this is handy. You can take this thing and take it in the bathroom, get you some Velcro, like I got on the back of here, and just stick it on the wall, and boom, boom, boom. It's there. You need to change it, drop it off, open it up on both sides. There's 4 batteries in it. Change the batteries. Start over again. And I'm going to recommend you right off top, get you some rechargeable batteries so you don't have to keep throwing away money instead of buying batteries. Instead of doing that, you recharge them, you put them right back in the light, and boom, and this thing is bright. The new one is what the one I like. It has a dial on it where you can turn it up and turn it down. You can dim it so you don't have to use it at full strength, because at full strength it's gonna put a lot of hurt on the batteries. If they some cheap batteries, they're gonna stay bright for quite something for a while, and then you're gonna see they're gonna start dimming because the cheap battery can't hold up to it. They can't hold up to it like that. So again, Harbor Freight, get them free. Now I picked these up at Walmart and clearance, and again I'm gonna tell you, I should have a channel called the Clearance Champion. You hear me now? And I'm thinking about doing it. I need to have. I mean, when I say Clearance Champion, I'm the Clearance Champion. I got these right here, brand new, and I mean these jokers are bright. So I got these right here for 25 cents a piece in the clearance section. If I was to show you everything I got from the clearance section in the last week, it'll take me a few days. I got that much different stuff I'll be getting. Anything that'll help out in a crunch or survival situation, I'm on top of it. Lights, I got lights kazoo, all different types of lights. If I see them, I'm gonna get them head lamp lights, go in your head, in your hand, high power light, low power light. I got some lights that shine across this whole street, way out somewhere else in trees, way up. It's strong as a high beam. So I stay on top of that. You know what I mean? And for whatever idiot that thinks I'm bragging, just go on shut up ahead of time, because I don't want to hear it. Just don't. Because believe me, I've read a lot of foolishness already. So the video I had about was the young people. Somebody decided they were gonna say something stupid and try to blame his life on the whole. We brought him here and all this foolishness. And it's our fault. No, you gonna blame somebody else for your life. You are responsible for your own self and your own life. You need to tighten up. And it sounds, the way you're talking, it sounds so like a spoiled brat. So you may want to stop that. They don't sound too much like an upcoming young man. So I never say anything about it. But that's my advice to you. Just grow up, please. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna battle back and forth with you. I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna delete you and get rid of you. Because there's too many people that really want some serious information and learn something. So I will delete you as fast as my hand can move. Then I'm be done with it. So back to what I was saying. I have a lot of interesting information. Don't think any means necessary. I mean, I don't even know why a person would even think that I was trying to brag about anything because, dude, it's clearance. That means the person don't have no money, which not necessarily true. Because I see the people on the aisle they had plenty of money, and they were right back in the clearance section. That's probably why they rich. Did you know that my opinion? Let me disclaim this, but from what I've seen and what some I know some people with a lot of money, they are as cheap as me. they are, they getting a bargain every time, as if they can't afford to get. That's that's how they shop. That's that's how they shop. It is what it is. So let me put this back. Put it on back. Putting it on back. We gonna put it on back. Yeah. Put it on back. Oh, people. Here I go. Somebody else said that before. They don't know who he is. But here I go. Now, I got another item. And I had to pick it up because the thing was almost $100. And I got it for $15. Clarence King. I told you I'm the Clarence King. When the people that everybody that started know me by name, I don't even know their name, but they know me by name. You back in here again? Yes, I am back in here again. When y'all stop doing clearances, I'll stay out. Until then, I'm gonna be here. So I picked this up. He's so shiny and new. This is a air purifier, and it's a smaller version. So I thought that was good. You know what I mean? The filter and everything already comes with it. You can take this and put this in your bedroom and kind of suck out a lot of the dirt and debris in the air. And I know the picture's doing a little dim, and it depends on the object that I put up. If it's shiny, for some reason, the phone takes effect to that and try to dim itself out according to how the lighting that's coming to it. So y'all know how that is, and y'all know what I'm talking about. So, and once I move it, then it clears back up. That's why I kind of try to sit down so y'all can still see me or whatnot. But this thing is really nice. I've used it. It does a really good job purifying the air because there's a lot of mess just floating around in your air that you don't know nothing about. Dust and all that stuff like that, especially people with bad allergies. You know what I mean? I know my allergies be acting a fool, so I'm like, dude, that thing comes in handy. So let me real quick, for the people that like that right there, if you don't run into that type of deal with that type of machine or whatever, let me go ahead and say, if you want to just make your air purifier, 'cause that's what I always did. The only listen, it's no way in Johnny's kitchen I would have bought that. The only reason it's sitting on this floor is because it's $15. Because otherwise than that, I would have never got it. But let's talk real quick on how to make your own air purifier. It's real simple. People make things difficult. We're not going to make it difficult today. We're going to make this simple. The easy and quickest way to make an air purifier is to get you a box fan. That's right. I said get you that old 100-year-old box fan that they keep remaking and putting colors on it and all that right there. Get you a box fan and then go get you a hyper filter the same size as your fan. So you just measure it and see what it is. You get one that same size as that fan and put it on the back of the fan. And the fan is going to, you don't have to put straps and all that foolishness on it. You don't have to do that because when the fan turns on, it's going to automatically create a suction and it's going to hold that filter onto the back of that fan. Now, if you want some fresh air in your room, and believe me, you can tell the difference when you breathe. Oh, how do you tell the difference? I try to be very detailed because some people gonna ask me something crazy. So I'm gonna try to be as detailed as possible. The reason how I know that the airs are a lot richer and smoother, if you would take your tongue and rub against the roof of your mouth after you've been into different stores, it'll feel like sandpaper. It's rough. Now you go ahead and brush your teeth and rinse your mouth, clean your mouth out. You'll notice how smooth it is. The baking soda. You'll know how smooth it is inside your mouth and the roof of your mouth. Now, say you went out and you came back, your mouth all rough. Now you can clean that up or whatever, and then you go in your room. Before, what you do is turn that thing on and go on leave and go on do whatever you gotta do, and come on back. When you come back, go on in your room. Sit in there a couple hours. I guarantee you that roof of your mouth won't be like that. It won't. For me, it wasn't. And I just hate I had to go back and backtrack and disclaimer everything I say because misinformation. I'm like, man, seriously, really? So that's my opinion. Disclaimer, 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 freaking disclaimer. That's my opinion. That's what I believe. That's what I did for me, and it worked for me. And it wasn't expensive. You know, a box fan ain't no more than $20. Them hyper filters ain't no more than between 10, 15, 20 for that too. So a total of $30, $40. You got your nice air purifier that's huge. And it works because I let that thing run for a couple of days actually. And I was amazed at how much dirt it pulled out of the air. And you put your face in front of it, man, how fresh the air feels coming through there, and it sucked all the dirt out the air. It's right now, you can't even see it. It's particles just floating in the air in front of you, all around you, but you can't even see it. If you look close, you can see some of this stuff floating. It's just in the air. And it'd be good to have a nice purifier to clean the air. So that's something else I wanted to try to tell somebody that don't know about it. Great info. Great info. So it's a lot of stuff I want to touch bases with and show you guys. I'll be showing you some more of my vegetables and stuff that I'm growing on and that I got in the other room. But right now I'm gonna try to I got my grow light on leaning against the wall. It's behind the plant, so therefore that's not good because the other side of the plants is not getting enough light, which can make the leaves start yellowing and acting a fool and all that right there. So I'm gonna have to get a grow light stand built up and made up so that they can be from the top, so they can get light all the way around. Is what I'm trying to get at. We'll be able to get light all the way around the board. So I ain't gonna hold you guys too much longer. And believe it or not, it's probably around about 2 o'clock in the morning. You'll never see no sunshine when I'm doing videos. You may have seen unless I'm in the car working. It's always at night. So I thank you guys. I know there was a toe stepping on video. I don't really call it that, but that's the title. I don't call it that because I just call it a truth video, is what it really is. Let me tell the truth. That's all it is, really. And you know what I mean? Grown people will be able to accept that. Well, okay. Just being real, just being honest with you. I wouldn't want to do it any other way. I would want you to tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. I can't fix it or try to correct it if you don't tell me or you don't tell me the truth. If you lie to me, I'm gonna go on thinking everything is fine, and it's not. So I prefer the truth. The truth will set you free. Watch it, sucker. I'm just saying. But again, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And anybody want to support the channel, and it'll be in my description, which I gotta go back and do. I didn't even do it, but it'll be in the description on the PayPal or Cash App. It'll be there. If anybody want to get in contact with me directly, you can do that through MississippiSurvivor@gmail.com. What else I want to say? Please, the most important of all is to like and subscribe to the video. The more people that like it and subscribe to the video, the more the content can get out to other people that need it. It's a lot. I can feel quite a few hundred videos in me to give out. And then a lot of people, by the things that they say, they make a whole nother video. Content creators know what I'm talking about. Folk do crazy stuff and make a whole video. Because now you got to address what was said by this person. And that's a whole video. Just about. So a lot of time I don't even bother myself with them. I just delete them and keep on going. I don't even worry about it. Because I don't want it to interrupt whatever I'm trying to do with the people. So saying that to say this, I'm going to get ready to get off here. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know I can be a little long-winded, but I try to get some information in here and show you guys some things. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys there. So we're going to keep rolling with that. It's going to take some time. But I ain't going nowhere, and you ain't going nowhere. God willing, we both going to be here. It's a blessing that we are here. We're still living. We're still breathing. And God giving us another chance to repent for our sins and come forward and live for Him. So I thank God for that. Thank God for you. You guys be blessed. I love you. I'll see you in the next segment, Mississippi Survivor, and I'm out. I wish I could just do that and then the video just stop, but it don't. I gotta press the button, but it's all good. Good night, people.